Master.
Play Paris, I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina can say my jamo. And you no money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandmother.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and outside of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nimba to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bon County to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Indeed, Sktv, it is the best in Liberia. Sktv, it is the best in Africa. Sktv, it is the best around the world. Folks, what a way to say the pleasant or good. You know, sometimes you can start, or in fact, the whole day can start up good, but in less than a few hours, sometime, just one text message alone can sort of spoil your entire day and happiness and the zest and the zeal and everything. But again, life be life. That's the kind of people we are. So people, it's good to be back. Happy happy new month to all of you, our channel listeners, viewers, and so forth. Those of you always burning your data and all your batteries, we want to say happy new month to all of you. Today is the second day in the 6th month, and for matter of fact, the year remain the same, 2025. So gradually we are getting there. Someone will say, but again, it's good to be back. To talk to you, our people, so that we also can lecture about the forward march of our country. So please share the show. Yes, indeed, the rest of the team will be here. Cyprian Colley already setting up from Nimba will join us very, very soon. So please, let's share the show. I know there are so many things to talk about. Some of you will talk about the method and so forth, what happened, what the latest statistics and so forth happening in the nation. Yeah, Liberia, and tomorrow we go to the election. The most talk about non-permanent seats at the UN. For a matter of fact, tomorrow will be that elections, and we hope and pray that Mama Liberia, yes, indeed, that Liberia going to election. Almost like Lone Star is playing, whenever Lone Star is playing, what we do? We look for our jersey, we look for our red, white, and blue, and put on ourselves, right? So that's how we look. So again, folks, even so many things to talk about that I was saying not too long. When these statistics come out and somebody just texts you about life, aesthetically, school teacher, yes, in fact, texting me, telling me about some life, about some children who for the past 3 days now, they've been surviving on Gary, it broke me down straight into the entire day, because myself, I think about my life and the life of my children, for you to live on Gary for the past 3 days. and indeed it's troubling, you know, and that is something that we find ourselves. I know there are a lot of you out there that also live on these things. Maybe someone want to. In fact, some of you said that some of you now are becoming your normal routine, that your normal life now. You know, you gotta eat it before you sleep, or you wake up in the morning because what to do. So Monday, every time on Monday we'll come here and discuss the issues. Every Monday we'll come here to talk about the bread and butter issue that affect our people. Because empty bag can't stand though. Oh. Yeah, so Cyprian called it. I don't know whether you read it. If not, then we move straight to our video of the day. Yes, indeed, one of the protests. You know, how be it? The you know, oh God, yeah, you know, the hopeful. Now, are you part of the hopeful or you part of the hopeless? Because you're gonna make the team. Yeah, for some of us, we part of the hopeful. So if you're part of the hopeless, then just tell what I mean. But me, I'm part of the hopeless group. But we are 50-50 now. I like the report, but I don't know why people, but for me, I like the report by way. Some of you, you're not like the report. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's 50-50. So you like it, you stay to your side. We stay to our side. Look, what a country. God be good. By the way, first, let's share the show. I think Cyprian not ready. So we got to get Cyprian off. Or by the time Cyprian, there indeed. What is it? Okay. Yeah. So it's 50-50. Which line are you? Let me see quickly. Let me recognize a few of our people. Ali Masale already joined us on the Monday edition. Robert Fasulu Jacqueline, my brother, good evening to you. Ali Asha Donso, good evening to you. Sebastian William, you know, now, Ayesha, my brother, good evening to you. Asata O. Dawson, good evening. Please, just share the show. Sebastian, share the show to all of the group the group that you're part of. Share the show because that 50-50. Me, I know which part of the group some of you are. According to the report, 50-50. So if you find yourself on this side, because when you come to our side, I mean, we'll be leading a part of group. So please, you better be team for me. Yeah, man. So yeah, I can't make today with VS human, but literally, we are coming for my whole. Let me finish. So what we're doing, while we play the video, while we're playing the video, yeah, we want you to please share the show, people. You share the show, man, please. Yeah, to that mother brand butter. Every time we come here, mother brand butter. One point power will not be bored again.
So can you talk to us? What's the purpose of this gallery?
We have gathered to demand the resignation of
You want Asu Dolo to resign for Aqua, and you came to his working place. So why not some asking why not Aqua headquarters?
The national police had to decide. You don't beat for a national decide. I will block the road. So you have to decide.
Yeah, let's nominate.
Yeah,
let's nominate.
I will be ready. I'm not going there.
We understand our right to protest.
Yeah, I will decide. You don't be here. I will block the road. So you have to decide. I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there. No. No, we're not going there. You don't stay up on Black Road. So you have a decide. All you have to tell the protester to leave for a disaster management of Black Road. National police. All you have to
Good morning.
Protester to leave the Black Road to move for a national disaster management.
Good morning.
Money for it.
What's the purpose of this gallery?
The purpose of this protest is for the chairman of the right chairman of Reserve.
You want, but why not the party headquarters? So, so these are members of ACO, and they are calling on their national chairman to resign from the party. But then the police trying to talk to them to disengage for even the National Disaster Management Office, because this is a working place, a government entity, not a political party headquarters. So we just showing us, we are live this morning from the Office of the National Disaster Management, where by the sign of the National Disaster Management are currently protesting from the head office of the National Disaster Management, calling on their national chairman, Mr. Asugoli, to resign as chairman of ACO. So many are asking why not the party headquarters, but instead they came here at his working place.
We're not going to go with you.
Yes, it is some of the highlights from this morning with the some of the rescuers, because mind you, all the people that you're seeing, they are also part of the rescue team. So I don't know how come they are not going to the party according to the journalist who was giving all of the play-by-play, about the happening there, saying that I don't know how come they are not going to their party account, but it's still they are all. It is not the first time. Before I bring at you quickly, this is not the first time. The first protest ever was done at the home of the president. From the president now, people are just moving from offices to offices. I think one of the latest one was the at the SOE office at where Mr. Masakwe was also in fact seen that day during the time of the protest, when people went there, when partisans of the Unity Party, the rescuers and so forth, when they went there to protest in demand of a job and so forth. But again, but I leave that message a wonderful good evening and welcome to this Monday edition. The second, yes, indeed, the 6th month and the second day, 2025. What say you? What's up, everything?
Yes, good afternoon from my end, Mayborn, to our followers and listeners. This is Aliyu Masale from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. I'm glad to be here this afternoon on the Sktv-Lib at True FM in the sweetest country in the world, Mama Liberia. Glad to be here.
Wonderful, that's good. We have so many things to talk about, but our usual Monday will come with the things that affect our people, or things, especially when it comes to the issue of the bread and butter, with a lot of corruption issues every now and then. People are still struggling, and I think with the latest, you just seen there, in fact, that happened this morning at the at the office of the chairman of the ACO, Mr. Dollar, this morning, where the aggrieved partisans of ACO, where they gathered this morning to call for the resignation of their chairman. But what are some of the trending news that caught your attention during the day before we move on straight into our topic with the bread and butter and corruption, and that of the latest also from the Afro Barometer statistics report?
Yeah, Mayborn, thank you there. That's some of the issue right there, like, because I just seen that video Sunday morning and go on social media to really know to see some of these things. Well, you see, the president told all the last time that they had to provide job for the youth. Failure on their part to do it people will go to their offices, people will go to their various homes and things. So when you see the youth protesting for job, going to people's offices, going to their homes, the president said it and they are going by it. And when you see they telling some of their leaders to step down, maybe there are certain things going on, like hearing from the background, people say he alone doing 2 jobs. So either he step down or he take one of the job. But that's it. Anytime you see such a thing happening in the country, these are the hopeless people, and other people who want to be doing these are the hopeful people, because 50% hopeful, 50% hopeless. So
And that is a part of the entire broadcast today. Hopeful and hopeless. Where do we go today? Where we go, my brother?
Yeah, so these are some of the hopeless people I consider them to be, because when you see people jumping in the street, they are sitting, carrying on their normal activity. These are the people that are hopeful. And I saw something again that caught my attention. It had to do with certain dead body that got missing. And I saw that all of nurse, it was not easy, but at the end they said, I think they mistakenly gave the body to another family, and they buried the body. They had to like take it on and give it to the rightful family, and they do the, you know, these are just some of the things. It's just so much in the country, but that's Liberia for us. And I saw the issue about the Afrobeat. So I don't know when this statistics were carried on to know that 50% of the people.
Not all the people different Nemo Aliu.
What the people need?
Hey, it's what be answering. I think you get problem now.
Sorry,
Afro, my widow are coming to myself before I go call it different name.
When they carry me to court, you and myself go.
Yeah, because the people name me and that easy, but actually, go ahead.
Yeah, my man, okay, they are Afro, I don't know, because we've been seeing for the past 2-3 months of there are journalists in the street there interviewing people to various marketplaces.
So it's Afro Barometer.
Afro Barometer. Okay, that's it. I mean, I will get call it Afro before they take me to code for. Yeah, so I don't know where they came from. That 50% are hopeful and 50% are hopeless. You see, these are some of the things. I see this thing as the people making mockery out of we, the Liberian people, because if you carry on statistics, you coming on with that kind of report, where and when did you do it? Where every day we see in the country, people are crying. How many children are in school as compared to the past administration or for the past 2-3 years? How much the press arrest as compared to when the government take over? What is the unemployment rate as compared to now since this government took over, that you people coming to say 50% are hopeless and 50% are hopeful? So I see this thing as deception and hypocrisy to we the Liberian people. And something caught my attention. Where the Zoko take money from to go buy t-shirt, print banner, everything we bear to go and appreciate the president? You see these people calling themselves outrage youth. You people who only steal to survive. When they steal, they take that money, they go buy drugs, they go buy liquor, they drink. The little one, they go to Kobosha, stealing people, zinc and thing. And then where they taking money from? So they see people that work in the government, they misusing the state resources, putting Zogos together to go and appreciate the president. Appreciate you for what? For bringing more drugs for them? I think that's the appreciation. You see, but these are deception and hypocrisy, and I see it like making mockery out of we the Liberian people. And you see the president sitting in front of them and talking with them. Yes, that's the president. We will not say he should drive them away, but deep down to himself, he know what they did. The person who organized that thing, it was actually wrong. You see, and then, but that is it. That's the deception. For me, when I see this thing happening or Melbourne, the only thing I know, this government have failed, and that's why you see them doing all of these things to try to give relevant and other things. But I don't subscribe to this nonsense and thing I see people carry on in that country. So these are just some of the things that caught my attention that I saw on the social media.
Thank you, brother Ali. So quickly before Mr. Connor join us, because I'm just seeing how many already with us here. Again, it's Afro Barometer. You can go out there to check it out. Those of you who on the internet, also Google it, you will see the Afro Barometer. They do their own funding. So they say 50-50. Don't jump from your side and come to my side. Me, I don't want no trouble. But Mr. Cannon, go even no quickly. But Ali, you said that when you protest, that means you are hopeful or you are hopeless. I won't get something straight before Mr. Cannon come on.
No, then you are hopeless. How will
Hey, I'm not getting you now. So Mr. Cannon, welcome here.
Yeah, Mama. Thank you so much, Melbourne, and thank you, Ali. Thank you, everybody, for sharing the show. Melbourne, as always, kudos to you. Kudos to Truth FM for making everything possible for SKTV. I know it has been a minute. I've been kind of like off and on. Hopefully, we will be stable on the show in the coming days, weeks, or months. However, I mean, you are the best. Thank you for holding the ground for us. You, Mong, Aliu, you guys are the best. Yes, but it's good to be here, Melbourne. I was listening to Aliu. Aliu is very right. Um, the country is turning into a country of sycophancy. People, back then, back in Labrador, we used to say, go by chop, you chop, I chop. Like, go by chop country now. As long as you got some Unity Party affiliation or Unity Party attachment, all you need to do is to be a sycophant, put group of people together, go get your own, and let it go sing for the president. Let it go sing for the king. So and then you working. Yeah, they put that working. They put that putting the Zogo together, putting some useless people in together. Now the Zogo alone, but the one that put themselves together, they say they're going to go and appreciate Richard Kuhn for doing nothing. And that's the kind of country we have right now. But Melbourne, when you got to the show, I have some information to share with the Liberian people. It is not easy right now in the Unity Party uh, between the Unity Party people and Jeremiah Kuhn and MDR. A whole lot going on. We will let the cat out. For them, they think nobody knows exactly what's going on. Nobody really is aware of what is going on. But we are aware. We are very much informed. We have our sources plenty among them, whether it's in the executive mansion, whether it's in the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Information. We have people everywhere. So everything going on, we know it, and they've had series of meetings. But once we get into the show, then we'll come and talk about the information that we have to share with the Liberian people. But it's not easy. The infighting is real.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Kane. I don't know. I've seen Cyprian. I don't know what he still said, but if not, then we will continue with the show maybe until when he's set.
Cyprian is in the back?
Yes, I'm seeing right in the back, but now.
Yeah, well, just bring him on. Maybe he's on.
Let me see again. We bring him, but we were not talking. So,
Cyprian, but the man on the screen yet? I'm not seeing him.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see him now.
Okay. Yeah, I get him off because he's not talking. I don't know why. But Cyprian, I don't know what I'm there. Okay, and let's just keep in that for now.
That's okay. Let's keep the show. Let's keep the show going. Probably his network is giving him problem.
Yeah, good. So, Mr. Khan, like you just stated, indeed, we are already into the show now. We move with the entire latest statistic report because, mind you, our people, they are seriously struggling when it comes to the issue of poverty. Well, when it comes to so many things, health issues and so forth. But again, The latest report coming from the Afro Barometer is talking about it's 50-50, 50% hopeful and 50% hopeless. So I don't know what your own take when it comes to that, because you too, when I say hopeful, I mean maybe I will be having a little hope for today. That maybe then tomorrow I'll be hopeless. Maybe when it wait for when nothing good to do, then I may let them go and say no. I don't think I get hope anymore. But Mr. Khan, in the midst of all of the struggle, the corruption, and all of the happening where Liberian people have been promised that indeed their life going to get better under the leadership of our own President Joseph Yeman Bouaga, who have all of the 42 years experience. But to see the way things are going, and they finally turn into praise sinking now, they're even doing the work. What say you?
So 50-50, it means that we are hanging on try and error methods. Try and error. Throw everything on the wall to see which one will stick. Not like you are doing it out of professional setting, or you have any plan or idea or policy that could change things around for the Liberian people. But they are on the trial and error method to see, they've been trying everything. They've been trying all kinds of things, and nothing is working right now. So the only thing that's working for them is the idea of confusing the Liberian people. One day, we hear the corruption, the next day they will hang on something else. They are distracted, their idea of distraction policy has been working for them. Because Liberian people, we have very short memory span, especially most of our people, when something happened today, in about a day or two, they will forget about it, they will hang on something else. And we have some of the most gullible society in the world. In Liberia, no matter how bad things are, there will be people that will defend it. And no matter how bad things are, people will only spend 1 or 2 days and they will forget about it. They'll be looking for the next thing, next victim. Especially those who are involved with this Facebook, Rick Monroe, to here today, tomorrow they went to go to the other place, for moving from one network to another, looking for the next, breaking news, and do nothing about it. So all these reports coming out, it means nothing. Whether they're good, it will mean nothing for Liberia. That bad will mean nothing for them because people don't care. People don't care, and the Liberian government, through Joseph Boakai, they are very good in distracting the Liberian people, so they don't really care. So all the report coming, it doesn't really matter to me. Let me tell you something. Even the United Nations non-permanent member seat that Liberia is fighting for right now, if Liberia gets it, it will be good for the record. But they ain't gonna do nothing with it. What they will do? Bunch of corrupt-minded people will be selling their vote, get money and put it in their pocket. They will get money on behalf of Liberia, but they will put it in their pocket. So these people, they are not here for any good. They're not going to do anything good for Liberia. And I don't know. Maybe you know why is it that the government just less than 2 years in power, they fought it among themselves as to what's going to happen in 2029. So nothing to worry about right now as far as that report is concerned. But what I know, Joseph Boakai is not going to do anything new, and this is expected.
Thank you, Mr. Kana. Even though you said it's a test, that means they just have to be careful, like you are saying, because a test between them as to which way now what's going to happen next. Because if it is 50-50, any mistake you made, I mean, in fact, you'll be seen as maybe government.
I didn't say it's a test. I say it's like there's no hope, nothing. whatsoever.
Okay.
It means that they have no plan. They got nothing going on. It's 50-50. It could go either way, and whichever way it goes, it means nothing because people they're not doing anything. They already making all the money they're making, all the taxes they're collecting, all the money revenue they're making. What they're doing with it? They're sharing among themselves, with their, among their family. Where in Liberian people themselves are suffering, but the people who are suffering they don't care. So yeah, so that's the kind of country we have. Simply, Mama, it's been a minute. What's going on? How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. Sekou, it's good to be back on the SKTV. It's been a while. We've been
Yeah.
having serious technical problems, but we thank God that some of them being resolved now, and we hope to continue being with the SKTV team, the people of Nimba County, so that our voice too can be heard. So I'm happy to be here. Maybon, thank you so much for everything. I've been back and forth with Maybon, communicating about some of the things happening here. It's really been technical, but we thank God that we've resolved some of them. We are now able to be back on the SKTV.
Thank God, thank God. So yeah, so what's new? What's going on in Nimba County?
Well, Nimba County is good. Thank God we are good here. Everything is somewhat good. Yes, 50%. Hopeful 50%, not hopeful according to Afrobarometer. So it's a tie now. It's a tie. It's an equilibrium in the satisfied people in Liberia. At least it's okay. According to the report, I think this is the first time Liberia has come to that. The last administration under George Weah, according to my research, is that we know the highest we reached was 30%. 30% hopeful, 70%, not hopeful of getting anything out. So at least the Unity Party are celebrating. There are some more Ali running with it. So at least at equilibrium, 1 year, 5 more, 1 year, 6 more, it's much, much better. But here in Nimba County, few things to talk about. The satisfaction brewing amongst Nimbaans about this ArcelorMittal and its operation in Nimba. You've been following some of the reports from Nimba County. The people are not happy. I don't know why now. ArcelorMittal been here 20 years now. They just celebrated 20 years of being in the county, but the outpour of dissatisfaction is somewhat noticeable now, and it's something for us to talk about. As I speak to you, there's a campaign already ongoing here calling for ArcelorMittal to go. A young man, a young man by the name of Princess Doma, who is also the chairman, I think the youth secretary or something. He has some position here in the Unity Party, Nimba County chapter. Princess Doma has launched a campaign calling for ArcelorMittal to go. So it's been carried today in some of the local dailies. Princess Doma, the campaign is actually that ArcelorMittal has, refused to live up to its mineral development agreement and in giving back to the people. So that's frustration, and it's titled AML must go. We are tired. So that's the campaign. I had we have this afternoon conversation that we normally have it's a talk show here on the radio station. Many of our citizens, particularly Nimbaans, called today to express their dissatisfaction in ArcelorMittal, but not just ArcelorMittal, in their leaders, the leaders, past and present leaders of the county. Most of them, will preach, when they will advocate when they're not in government, but then when they come to government, they go silent. So they've not been doing much. The citizens have accused them for not pushing the interests of the county. Most of them, according to them, they're being accused of taking yellow, how you call it, yellow envelope or whatever the color is. But I don't think it's the color. It's actually what is in the envelope. Yeah, people taking yellow envelope and all kind of things. So the part they satisfied. And according to the information we've been gathering, some senior executives of ArcelorMittal should be in the country. They should have been here, according to information last week, but we didn't see them. President Bwaka should have also visited last week. Our information, though, is not being confirmed and verified, but what we've gathered from sources is that ArcelorMittal has been, calling on the president and the government to relax this visit so that they could do some last-minute touching, evidenced by what we see, the potholes being patched in Yekepa, and a lot of last-minute touches, because, the way they place law currently, if the president should visit and see what is happening, he'll be discouraged. So they want to fix some things up last minute time, this horror thing. just make the place look a little bit decent for the president's arrival, which many people here have condemned. That a company that is taking billions out of the country, millions out of the country, should not be passing only when the president is coming. That's just saving face. And when the president goes, the area goes back. So the people been calling on Assembly, even the aspect of where the employees are staying currently. Can you imagine? Workers of ArcelorMittal are still living in tents. I saw some of the pictures, very discouraging. And as we speak, even today there was a protest at the mines where some people are expressing dissatisfaction in another company that is affiliated with ArcelorMittal. So too many things are happening. People are dissatisfied in ArcelorMittal. And another dissatisfaction about ArcelorMittal that the people be talking is that ArcelorMittal is advertising too much, her activities. And when you go look at it, it's far from the reality. On the radio, they've now contacted most of the radio stations. They're carrying jingles there. People are playing about how ArcelorMittal is doing this, ArcelorMittal is doing that. ArcelorMittal has a school for the people. ArcelorMittal has a giving job. But if you go look at it, in its essence, it's not there. So they're doing more hype on the radio, and in the reality is far different. So that's one of the things here in Nimba. People are really talking about this ArcelorMittal and how its function and the benefits that the people are getting. Very small benefit, minimal benefit from the maximum, gains that ArcelorMittal is getting out of Nimba County. So that's something that people are talking about. And another thing is the Bedete Development Foundation, owned and operated by Representative Musa Bedete, who is also the political leader of the Citizens Movement, your Citizens Movement for Change, Cebu.
Yes.
BDF has decided now to expand development across the country. When in the past, Representative Bedete has been solely focused on rehabilitating roads and bridges in Nimba. But now the BDF has decided to move outside of Nimba County with development. Some part of last week or just before, Representative Bedete was seen in Margibi County, accompanied by the senator there, Nathaniel McGill. So they visited Gibi district, where Liberians are also challenged in terms of road and infrastructure. They don't have high school there to accommodate the children to go to school, and they got road issues. So Representative Bedete, upon visiting Gibi district in Margibi County, promised that the BDF would have done something to alleviate the suffering of the people. And that was, in that light, he promised he was going to rehabilitate road, a stretch of road there, and also build high school for the people in Margibi County. In that light, the chief engineer, just after Representative Bedete went there and left, after he promised the people he left, the Bedete Development Fund, that's what they do. That's the normal trend. They will promise and then follow up. So there was a follow-up, and that was an assessment visit by the chief engineer of the Bedete Development Foundation in person of Barclay Gabo. So over the weekend, Barclay Gabo was in Margibi County to do an assessment, on the work that is needed to be done in Margibi County, Gibi district. So there's a stretch of road, about 44 kilometers of road that the BDF is going to do in Margibi County. 44 kilometers, that's a very long stretch of road that is going to be undertaken by the BDF, through its CEO, Representative Musa Bedete, who is also the political leader of the CMC. Representative Bedete, at the program where he visited, along with McGill, told the people that he was doing it for McGill. But if you see development and you are impressed and you want to join CMC, you are welcome, because CMC is a national party. It's not just a party that is, solely Nimba based, but it cuts across. So if you take development to your community and you see a fit that you see your future in that party, you can join. But it was not because of CMC that he was doing it. He was doing it for his friend Nathaniel McGill. So as I speak to you, intense work servicing is taking place now on the machines. The engineer has assured us that this week they're going to dispatch the equipment for work in Margibi County, and not just Margibi County. Representability and the Ability Development Foundation has also done assessment on another road infrastructure development in Grand Cape Mount County and also bridges in Grand Cape Mount County. So beginning this week, about just in the middle of this week, the engineer will start dispatching the equipment to begin work in Margibi County, Gibi District, 44 kilometers of road, and then another stretch of road in Grand Cape Mount County. So those are developments that I just wanted to bring to your attention. Mayu representability, has done so much for Nimba County. He has been in almost all of the districts in Nimba, beginning with District 2, District 4, District 3, District 5. He's been in District 6. He's just been all over District 8, even District 9, and so forth. So now he's trying to move development, not abandoning Nimba County, but taking it also to other parts of the country. So those were developments I just wanted to bring.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cyprian Cole. Even though,
wow.
Yes, indeed, that's a very, very brilliant one. I want to ask you this question quickly in passing. What have been the reactions of our people, especially on the news, about the speaker has been awarded by the Liberia Council of Churches? Well, what have been the reaction of our people on that side?
Okay, so that was a topic that we discussed this afternoon on our talk show here, and many people reacted to it. Mixed reaction. Some people are saying that again, maybe this is what we've been saying, that there are certain things you do. The sky, remains on the minds of the people. People get to remember. People get to see you in a specific way that is going to be difficult to repair. We told people even the people in this government that the way you were proceeding with this speaker removal was going to have a stain on your character, on you as a person. And today, it's showing up. Can you imagine where we sit? We are running a budget that's illegal, neighbor. Let's be very, very realistic. The Supreme Court said all of the actions taken by Richard Kuhn before he got properly elected, legally elected, were illegal. That means the budget that was passed under Richard Kuhn, his salary, the money that he took for almost 6 or 7 months, the people that he employed that were taking government money, all of the actions, maybe, are illegal. And we now repair that. We have not repaired that as a country. We acting like it did not happen. People are not trying to forget let's forget that Richard Kuhn he was leading the national legislature, particularly the lower house, for over 6 months illegally. He took actions. They disbursed salary. They employed people. What happened to all of these actions that he took? They're illegal. But people say we should forget about it. But these things will live up. They will haunt us. And will haunt the very Richard Kuhn and the government even after they leave power. Now it's happening. With this thing happening, and then you say, "What will honor Richard Kuhn?" If our Richard Kuhn side will not accept such an honor, especially now with the controversy surrounding it, it's taking away the taste. Let's be very frank. So people being like, there was no need to honor Richard Kuhn because he was complete. In fact, people still consider Richard Kuhn as not legitimate. I have to be correcting that. I said, no, the man are legitimate though. The man was elected legally. But because at first he tried to hijack, he tried to do it illegally, so people are not remembering the legal aspect anymore. They still see him as an illegal person. So I have to be educating some of them. So they still have it that Richard Kuhn did not get his power legally. He did not get it the right way. They violated the Constitution. He should not be honored. That's what some are saying. While some supporters of government are saying that, the Council of Churches is not political as much as, he's a leader of the country, reconciliation, all that kind of thing. So they should go ahead and honor him. So it's both ways, depending on where you stand. But most of the views are against Richard Kuhn being honored.
Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Kanem. You promised us that during the show, you're going to give us some information or news coming from your end. So back to you.
Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, we still have about 15 minutes to the news bulletin. So yes, to piggyback on what Cyprian was talking about in Nimba County, I'm from Nimba. I'm saying this. the Nimba people who are complaining about Richard Kun, or who still believe Richard Kun is not legal, I would say they need to be quiet. All of them need to be quiet. And even those who are also calling or protesting on against Aslamita, they need to be quiet. Leadership is not just the president. The president has his able lieutenants in every part of the country, including Nimba County. To say they're trying to fix the place, they're trying to fix some potholes because the president is coming, it means that the president is not even represented in Nimba. Must the president be there before you can fix potholes? Must the president be there before you can start to do something for the people in Nimba County? But the people themselves, they don't deserve anything because they don't care about development. They care more about tribalism. They care more about division. They care more about celebrating corrupt-minded people. So they deserve nothing. That's why people don't care about them. If you tell somebody say you don't care about what is good, they will give you what is bad. You cannot get it both ways. You either get it good or you get it bad. And you tell people you don't care, they don't care about you either. That's what's happening. Judah Barker don't care. His government don't care because Nimba people, they don't care either. Why should they worry about Islamita? Nimba has the vice presidency in Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun is the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. Jeremiah Kun is the one making decisions in this government. Jeremiah Kun is the one that negotiated the yellow machine. Jeremiah Kun is the one that President Bwaka sent him to go and tell say and Kenya to get a win, and you'll give it to him. So you shouldn't be complaining. You got everything. This is your government. You have everything that you want. So what are you complaining? They just told you, even though Koga has spent about 13 years in the House of Representatives, he did nothing but go ahead and award him with a bigger one. The man representing one district. But he said, vote for the man, let the man represent all the 9 districts. You just did that. What are you complaining about? Nimba got nothing to complain about. But the sad news is, everything Jeremiah Kun did, everything Jeremiah Kun been doing, everything Prince Johnson did in bringing Jeremiah Kun to Joseph Nimba Boakai is getting some bad returns. It has been quite some time now. Jeremiah Kun has been fighting. He has been consolidating power, whether it is about the removal of the speaker, whether it is about fighting in Nimba County to make sure Koga is elected. Jeremiah Kun will do all of those things to prove to the Unity Party people that he has power, that he has some leverage, that he can win in Nimba County. In fact, matter of fact, Jeremiah Kun also was the one behind Musa Belete business because he's afraid he doesn't want a challenge in Nimba County. Jeremiah Kun now, through the Unity Party government, they have taken away Musa Belete, one of the tanks from him. Jeremiah Kun is the one doing that. But doing all of those things, guess what's happening now? Unity Party people met. They had a meeting, even they had another meeting yesterday. They said Jeremiah Kun can win. They said Jeremiah Kun can only win in Nimba County, so they don't want Jeremiah Kun as their candidate for president in 2029. Jeremiah Kun, he has the news. Melbourne, I can confirm to you that the conversation now ended in serious argument with two different suggestions. One, okay, if you say make him win, let Joseph Boakai run again. If Joseph Boakai win the election 2029, so in about a year or two, he will resign, so that how Jeremiah Kun should get the presidency. As if to say, the tell us Jeremiah Boakai is going to live up to that time. We don't even know yet. Joseph Boakai is old. Mama, let me finish. Joseph Boakai is sick. Joseph Boakai is old. Joseph Boakai is now well. None of like me who's speaking here, none of all is promised tomorrow. So somebody who is aging, who has some medical condition, who has pacemaker on his heart, what is the guarantee that Joseph Boakai is going to live up to that time? There's no guarantee. None of all is guaranteed tomorrow, but when you are sick or you are now well, and when you are aging, that's a different, it's a different story. So now, another one is, so Unity Party people are also saying, maybe that the worst thing about it, that in fact, Jeremiah Kun, Joseph Boakai should not carry Jeremiah Kun. If Joseph Boakai decides to run again, as been suggested, because they said they want Nimba County because of Prince Johnson. The father Prince Johnson is no longer there. There's no guarantee. Having the CMC political leader being from Nimba County, there's no guarantee that they can win Nimba. Nimba will be divided between the CMC, TDC, and the Unity Party. So there's no guarantee. So now they are looking at somebody else. I'm not going to call that country name, but they're looking at somebody else. But Jeremiah Kun now is freaking out. He's very angry. He's mad. He's not happy. And people, in fact, they had a conversation, they had a meeting last week in Minnesota by the MDR people. They also had a meeting yesterday, day before yesterday, in Nimba County. What did she do? Now, people are saying, but Jeremiah Kun is the nobody without Unity Party. And Jeremiah Kun came publicly and said that he's no longer a member of MDR. There was a Unity Party. So now the question remains, where does he go? Is Jeremiah Kun going to stay with the Unity Party even if they say he can't win or they don't take him? Or is Jeremiah Kun going to say, you know what, I'm going to be the next Prince Johnson. I'm going to be the president of the Republic of Nimba County. You can only win in Nimba and you can't win anywhere else. Is it Jeremiah Kun going to actually run for president? You know what happened, Mabon, Cyprian, and Ali, is that, we said this before. Jeremiah Kun as vice president, he was overly ambitious, too early to fight everybody, to eliminate everybody, just to become president when you not even half of your tenure year as vice president. So Jeremiah Kun now kind of getting what he deserves. The party people say he's overly ambitious, and if he becomes president, he's going to take the party from them. Now they're saying that in fact they make him win. They make him win Nimba. Even if Jeremiah Kun is to win anything, it will just be in Nimba County. It's now a commodity that can be sold in any other county other than Nimba County. Now they are saying that Joseph Boakai should run. That the elephant's in the room now. What do you want Joseph Boakai to run 2029? Joseph Boakai who that he has to go to Ghana every 2 to 3 months just to check on his heart Just a black guy who cannot stand on his own for more than 30 minutes. Just a black guy who is, who heart rate is, going, down very, very much. They know it. They don't want me to say it. In fact, one of them told me, Sheku, don't be talking about the man's age. Don't be talking about the man's health condition. The man is the president of the Republic of Liberia. It's a fair game to know and to expose his health condition to the Liberian people so that there will be no surprises. So now, Jeremiah Kun, Jeremiah Kun's decision to start fighting everybody, to start consolidating his power around money, around leadership. The party people say, not so fast. They say that Jeremiah Kun will not win, so Jeremiah Kun should not run on their ticket. He wants to run, let him go and run on the MDR ticket. So that the information I have to share with you guys. The information is still developing as I speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
Liberian people, they will see it. Everything we have said on Sktv, 99.9% of the time have come to pass. Because we don't just talk. We don't just come here looking for viewership. We don't come here looking for friendship. We don't come here to take side with anybody. We are only here to expose the ills in the society and to inform the Liberian people on the happenings, whether in Liberia or outside of Liberia. We are also here to speak truth to power, regardless of who is at the receiving end. So that's the information, Mabon, Cyprian, and Ali.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kana. What great news! In fact, we will go more into that after the news bulletin. At maybe we'll take 5 or 10 minutes when it comes to that news, and also ask you a couple of questions. But let me ask about Ali quickly. What you say about Mr. Kana information?
Yeah, maybe I heard I see information. Yes, well, what I heard was, the people there's a belief in Liberia right now. Without George Weah, there is no CDC, and without Joseph Boakai, there is no Unity Party. So I got similar information that they are trying to see how they can get Joseph Boakai on the ballot board 2029, and when he win, maybe after few months or year, and then they hand it over to Jeremiah Kun, because Jeremiah Kun alone he can win the election because under Nimba County is depending on. But they see Ring Maro, people say he should go back to a party. So I got to see information what Mr. Kana is saying. I heard I see it just later yesterday. People were arguing that without Joseph Boakai, Jeremiah Kun can still win election in Liberia. So we wait to see, but that's the information in the corridor. And we know anywhere where there is smoke, there is fire. So yes, that information is true.
Anyway, where there's smoke, there's fire, and for some of all we've been watching, we still sitting on the fence, observing all of it happening. You're right, but Mr. Kana, I don't want to chip you quickly with your question to you. Would it be a serious fight? Because mind you, if you say I'm not capable to be part of you anymore, then I think then I have to break away. Will we see that maybe 2027, 2028, or will they still be maybe united in a kind of a phone? And man, quickly before we go for the news.
I can tell you, I can guarantee you, before the end of this year, there will be a serious fight and there will be a serious split within the Unity Party. I can guarantee you that 100%.
All right, great. Thank you so much. So we are about to go for the news break. And thanks to all of you folks. Please let's go for a break. At least let's find some water to drink. And after the news bulletin, we're going to continue with the SKTV show this evening. Thanks to all of you.
Definitely, we'll be back after the news bulletin. I'm here.
Good evening, RCR News Bulletin at 7. I'm Nakita Roberts presenting. The Ministry of Justice has, with immediate effects, dismissed its Director for Maintenance and Logistics, Washington Jabba. The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission is mandating our customers to hire only licensed electricity professionals for electrical works. Some partisans of the All Liberia Coalition Party, ALCOT, staged a peaceful protest on Monday at the National Disaster Management Agency headquarters, demanding the immediate resignation of ALCOT Chairman Ansu Dolly. Out of Liberia, the UK has backed Morocco's plans for ending territorial conflicts in Western Sahara as part of a deal that will secure lucrative investment projects in the 2030 Men's Football World Cup. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. Some partisans of the All Liberia Coalition Party ALCOT staged a peaceful protest on Monday at the National Disaster Management Agency headquarters, demanding the immediate resignation of ALCOT Chairman Ansu Dolly. Certain slogans such as "Let Ansu Step Down," the demonstrators accused Dolly of corruption and nepotism. The protesters, who were mostly youth, alleged that Dolly, who also serves as executive director of the National Disaster Management Agency, received 2 vehicles and US $7,000 on behalf of the party, but failed to disclose or turn over the access to ALCOT leadership. They further claim that instead of appointing dedicated partisans to key positions, Dolly used his influence to instill family members at the National Disaster Management Agency. However, Dolly is currently on an ongoing investigation by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission in connection with multiple allegations of financial misconduct. When contacted, Dolly declined to comment on the situation but promised to issue an official response to the accusations on Tuesday. The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission is mandating all customers to hire only licensed electricity professionals for electrical works. The mandate, according to the LERC, is intended to build a safer, more efficient, and professionally regulated electricity or electrical environment in Liberia. Speaking at the launch of the certification and licensing of electrical professionals and contractors patrol over the weekend, LERC Chairman Claudie Sattard underscored the progress as a strategic step towards safety and professionalism in the sector. He further acknowledged electrical professionals should begin utilizing the platform to be licensed, noting that they will begin asking few operators for their license before operation. Claudie Sattard meanwhile called on the Ministries of Education, Mines and Energy, Youth and Sports, and TVET institutions to help in ensuring that the regulation is enforced. The Ministry of Justice has, with immediate effect, dismissed its Director for Maintenance and Logistics, Washington Jabbar. In a press release issued on Monday, the Ministry of Justice informed the public that Jabbar is no longer an employee of the ministry. Hence, he is not authorized to conduct business or represent the ministry in any official capacity. The Ministry of Justice, through the release, further cautioned individuals and entities not to do business with Washington Jabbar, as doing so would be at their own risk. However, sources within the ministry says Washington Jabbar was dismissed due to financial improprieties. The Ministry of Justice has meanwhile reaffirms its commitment to transparency, accountability, and proper conduct of public service. Chief Justice Sterling Yole is reportedly seeking for additional time to enable her render judgment in regards to proceedings entertained by her before her retirement age of 70. The Chief Justice, 3 years at the judiciary, according to RCR judicial correspondent, will end on June 26, 2025, consistent with Article 72B of the 1986 Constitution. The law states the Chief Justice and the Associate Justice of of the Supreme Court and judges of the subordinate courts of record shall be retired at the age 70. It further stated, or justice and associates of the Supreme Court may continue in office for a longer term be necessary to enable him or her render judgment or perform any other judicial duty in regards to proceedings entertained by him before that's him or her before he or she attained that age. Meanwhile, Executive Mansion sources told our judicial correspondent over the weekend that President Joseph Boakai is considering the second paragraph of the Constitution to end Chief Justice Yaw's lawful stay at the Supreme Court, and that's then in August or September as requested by the Chief Justice. Action Aid Liberia is currently conducting a 2-day workshop on carbon and the rise of carbon markets, including the potential wave of modern-day land grabs for savor societies actors in Monrovia. The training focuses on enlightening the minds of CSOs in Liberia on the associated risks of the carbon market and the position of forest communities that were most likely to be affected by the proposed carbon market due from Liberia in 2023. It furthers aid to mobilize CSO's advocacy around the proposed carbon market policy in Liberia and presents recommendations to the pending policy development and facilitate the development of climate justice CSO's network and youth climate activists advocacy strategic plan. Speaking during the opening session, Action Aid Liberia Director Elizabeth Johnson highlighted the potential danger of unchecked carbon offset scams. She warned that the schemes could undermine climate justice and threaten community rights. Madam Johnson stressed the importance of establishing robust legal framework to regulate Liberia's participation in both compliance and voluntary carbon markets, clarifying the distinction between the two types of markets. She noted that Action Aid and its partners have been advocating for a legally bounded structure that incorporates fair and transparent benefit sharing mechanism. Resident judge of the 4th Judicial Circuit Court in Maryland County, Nelson Tukpa, is again alarming threats on his life by unknown men believed to be from Harper after they failed in 2024. Judge Tukpa, confirming his attacker's plan, said he woke up from bed by the voice of his caretaker interacting with the unidentified men that have gathered in front of his house. Judge Tukpa revealed that his unknown enemies were armed with cutlasses, knives, machetes, and others deadly traditional weapons in his yard, revealing that's when he immediately opened the door and alarmed. His attackers withdrew back and went into the bushes. He informed his clerk and sheriff about the incident. A few minutes later, Peter Philip, that's Councilor Philip Wigger, County Attorney of Maryland County, upon hearing the news, came to his house and evacuated him to another location, noting that he rejected and requested to observe the situation prior to the incident. According to our judicial correspondent, Judge Chopra reminded the Chief Justice about the issue that forced him to flee on a terrible, life-threatening conditions from Maryland before the May term of court, but the Chief Justice insisted that he return to Maryland County. The Agro-Processing Industrial Workers Union of Liberia, AWUD, has secured a 3-year loan opportunity for workers of Golden Verenum, Liberia. AWUD President Abraham Nimini said the loan program is to ensure that workers of the Golden Verenum, Liberia have access to finance and address their pressing issues confronting their livelihoods. Mr. Nimini said the loan will be provided by Secure Risk Insurance with a benchmark of 33% inclusive of due payment. He told reporters over the weekend that the loan program, which is the first of its kind, is intended to empower workers of GVL to improve their livelihood. Nimini, meanwhile, praised GVL workers for their resilience and urged them to make maximum use of the loan program. Briefly, out of Liberia now, the UK has backed Morocco's plans for ending all territorial conflicts in Western Sahara as part of a deal that will secure lucrative investment projects in the 2030 Men's Football World Cup. For decades, British governments have refused to take sides over who should control Western Sahara, which is considered a non-self-governing territory by the UN. But UK Foreign Secretary David Lamine has announced the UK now support a plan and will give Western Sahara autonomy but Morocco ultimate sovereignty. To end this newscast, a recap of the top stories. The Ministry of Justice has, with immediate effect, dismissed its Director for Maintenance and Logistics, Washington Jabbar. The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission is mandating all customers to hire only licensed electricity professionals for electrical works. Some partisans of the All Liberia Coalition Party staged a peaceful protest on Monday at the National Disaster Management Agency headquarters, demanding the immediate resignation of ARCOL Chairman Ansu Dolly. Out of Liberia, the UK has backed Morocco's plans for ending all territorial conflicts in Western Sahara as part of a deal that will secure lucrative investment projects in the 2030 Men's Football World Cup. That's RCA News Bulletin at 7. I'm Nikita Robert.
Leave the road. Don't block the road.
Morning, Musa. So can you talk to us? What's the purpose of this gallery?
We have gathered the demand and resignation of
You want Ansu Dolly to resign for ARCO, and you came to his working place. So why not, some asking why not ARCO headquarters?
The national police have to decide. You don't beat for a national disaster management. I will block the road. So you have to decide.
Yeah, let's nominate.
You have to decide.
Yeah, let's nominate.
I will be ready. I'm not going there.
We understand our right to protest.
Yeah, I have to decide. You don't be here. I will block the road. So you have to decide.
Well, okay, yeah. So, Cyprian Colley and Brother Ali Masale, we're back after the news bulletin. I guess that Mr. Cannon setting up, you will join us soon. But again, I don't know whether some of you were following the news. If so, what do you take from the news bulletin, or what are some of the things that caught your attention in the news? Cyprian or Brother Ali?
Yeah, people, can you hear me there?
Yes, indeed, I'm getting you.
Okay, yes, I listened to the news. The only thing so far, I think they see ARCO issue. These are the people who are hopeless. They are not hopeful. So that's just it there. And the issue about the Chief Justice, let's rest of Bali, you already rule against Joseph Bakai speaker. Then you think he's going to give you time. So just forget about that. Whether you put your document together, what you do, all Joseph Baka, when you out, he bring a Unity Party Chief Justice. So for that one, you just wasting your time. Just pack your bag and leave, because he's not going to give you no time. Your own gloss, you already rented that in your heart. So far so good. That's the only thing.
Great, I like that. Simon, what say you? I like that too.
You know, I think I listened to the aspect of the news, the one that my brother just talked about, the protest. But like you said, again, I don't know, but for me, the way the posture of the police related to that story, normally the way the police can behave on protest scene today, they were too different. I don't know why. Maybe because the people that they're affiliated with the government. But normally you see the way the police can be brutal on student protests. We saw the latest protest with the university, the MCSS students, the way they can be on marketers, the way they can be harsh. But I don't know what happened. Their posture today, maybe, was so strange, in my mind. I don't know why they had to give these people
maybe they are trying now. Maybe they are trying now to be more different. I think I like that observation. So let's keep the video and see next. So what's going to happen next? Maybe from another maybe group of people that want to actually protest. Then we will see exactly as to what they want to do. If they are trying now to be more professional, well, then that would be good because simply just nail it. Because there are a lot of some protests not even warrant long arguments or fighting, tear gas, and so forth. No, but because sometimes, based on the reactions of the police officers, sometimes can spark up some of the tensions from the protesters. But I think you are quite correct. But let me ask you, and that, but I did this question with the Chief Justice. Why is he calling for time?
Well, people, when it comes to the legal matters, you have to be very careful the way you deal with them because some of them are backed by law. We know that the Chief Justice should be out of power in June, this month that we're in. I don't know, like you said, maybe, and it is explained in the news we just listened to, that there are some cases that she needs to pass on. Before she don't want to leave it as a responsibility for somebody else that's coming in to do it. Maybe she want to take the responsibility, she want to take the blame, whatever the case is, on this decision that she will take. But I don't know what the laws are, But for me, I would think that their continuity. If you can't do it, no time for you to do it. Your successor should be able to do it, or maybe other members of the bench should also be able to take decision. But let's see how it goes. Maybe it's backed by law. I don't know. That's what I said. It's very technical. It's a technical
Thank you, Mr. Khan, just joining us. I guess you are following the news bulletin to us, so maybe quickly before we go back to the entire information that Mr. Khan just put out to the public. Yeah, Mr. Khan, what say you? I don't know what you're following.
Yeah, I was following, but I didn't follow to the end. So, which part you want me to talk about?
Maybe the ACO protest. Yes, indeed, the alleged corruption from the ACO chair, according to his partisans, and the Chief Justice also calling for little time, at least so that she'll be able to put some maybe some issues together, or maybe to run on some decisions, maybe on some cases. So what say you?
Yeah. So I listened to all of those ones. Actually, I saw the video today where some group of people believed to be ACO partisan. They were chanting, "Ansu Dole got to go. Ansu step down. Ansu resign." Personally, I know Ansu Dole. I spoke to him multiple times. We interviewed him on this platform before. I don't know what is going on as far as the whole corruption allegation and investigation is concerned, but there has been a serious concern about his position. That's not new. This was way before the last election. Just a brief history about him. Ansu Dole is a nephew of Alhaji Kurma. Alhaji Kurma, who is the founder of the ACO party. To so many people, they believe that once you are a Madingo president, automatically you are a member of ACO. Yeah, so but there are a lot of Madingos who are not part of ACO and never been part of ACO. However, Since like NPP, like other political party, most of those political party emanated from the warring factions. NPP came because of NPFL, and ACO came because of Ulimo. A lot of other different political party came on those lines. But when Alhaji Kumar got sick, Alhaji Kumar was not functioning anymore. Was not active, in terms of politics. The party was dormant. But because this guy now being a family member of Alhaji Kumar, they kept the idea of the party alive, even though the party was not functioning, nothing was going on. So for him now, it's like Akko is like a inheritance for him because his uncle, the one that built the party, for him now he owns the party. This guy, in fact, he worked on a. As a matter of fact, I do have Akko constitution because when we interview him, we had a lot of complaint, and he sent me the constitution. So he made the constitution in a way that this guy could be the chairman for that party perpetually.
Chairman for
So
life.
for life. So there are some young people now
Mm.
who are saying that they want change in leadership. And one young guy called Musa Fufana, I think he's interested. But Akko is not my party. I'm from CMC, so I don't want to run my mouth in their party business too much. Because some guys feel kind of threatened by the emergence of CMC. But as you may be aware, Akko is predominantly, from the Madingo tribe and Muslim people. There are other people who are not Muslim. In fact, the very first vice presidential candidate for Akko was a Basa woman, right? To Alhaji Kumar. So, but a lot of people believe that Akko is a Madingo party because it was created by Alhaji Kumar, and most of the membership are from the Madingo ethnic group. However, the noise behind Ansu is not new. They are attaching this whole corruption thing to A and the whole car business to A because they want to find a way to make sure if you can get him out, so they can get the other bad guy to suspend him because the other bad guy, you can just suspend you and then you go. So, so, so I think that's what they're trying to do with Ansu. Hopefully they will get it together. They will find the way out to resolve it among themselves. But with regards to the Chief Justice,
Mm.
I think that's a fair game, but I'm not sure whether they will allow him to, or her to, because what's happening, that guy who, there are a lot of people right now who are auditioning for the,
Chief Justice position.
for the Chief Justice position.
Mm.
That guy who had a dissenting view about the Supreme Court decision against Unity Party plot and the illegal behavior.
Justice.
That guy, yeah, that guy he wants to be eager to be the Chief Justice, and there are other people too have been fighting. I learned that somebody even said that Justice Yusuf Kaba, but then Justice Yusuf Kaba and other guy they said no, the people that were appointed by George Weah. So they wanted CDC Supreme Court member there. So there are a lot of infighting going on maybe in the in that land also. So maybe they will allow, maybe they will not, but it's a fair game. I mean, it may not take a long time, but sometimes it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. If Supreme Court justice is supposed to resign and they got some own, she got some, he or she has some pending cases, they can always call for a little more time to finish that and then take their exit. Yeah, so I mean it's a fair game. I'm not sure whether they will allow her to go any further because she's now in good book with the Unity Party because of her position in the just ended stalemate within the House of Representatives.
Wonderful, Mr. Cannon. Thank you. At least we already learned another thing. It's a fair game, like Mr. Cannon said. So that means I think can call for time. You're more like if when you're playing game, they gotta give you some extra time during the game so that maybe you can score or something. But I guess let's go back. you follow Mr. Connor talking about the Unity Party government, especially the entire leadership with the president thinking about, or maybe some of the hurricanes thinking about the president running, and also the vice president, and so also because there are a lot of informations been coming out that the vice president may likely run, the vice president may not run, and the president now giving his strength that 2029 he may likely run. And this information been around, and today Mr. Connor was able to even inform us about some of these things, that indeed there are some disagreements now from meeting to meeting about all of these things were going to happen 2029, because we already seen that indeed there are some places where even the vice president supposed to go now and then. You will see the president even going for wedding and so forth. So what's the use, Cyprian Cody?
Yeah, maybe the first thing is, in my mind, I think it's too early for that, you know, for us to be talking about who succeeds President Joseph Boakai, or whether President Boakai succeeds himself. But because I think that the priorities on the plate, on the table for the government too much. And they need to look so many places to try to, you know, help the Liberian people. But again, I've been hearing about something, you know, somebody here in Nimba talking about Nimba Future. I don't know whether it's directed to, but it's campaign for Nimba Future. No date is attached, but I've been hearing some people, you know, key Nimbayans talking about the campaign for Nimba Future. I don't know whether it's directed at what we just talked about, you know, 2029. I really don't know, but I've been hearing people talking about the campaign for Nimba Future. And trust me, the relationship between the Unity Party and the MDR is not defined by document. And I've been saying it on this radio even before the election, during the campaign. We are yet to see a document that will tell us that this is the contract, this is the agreement, you know, maybe between Unity Party and MDR. The marriage between Unity Party and MDR, that document, you know, to show to us, the Liberian people, that this is the agreement, this is binding, this it's not there. Even Representative Senator Samuel Koga made mention of that in the US, where he talked about merger and that the party is just collaborating, but they don't have any formal merger or formal agreement, but they're just collaborating. So it's on the business they can work at any time. But that collaboration document, like we saw between the CDC and the LPDP and other political parties, you know, they had a collaboration document. Then you will see where that was recognized by the National Elections Commission, right? Because that was document that was formulated, it was notarized. But I'm yet to see any document notarizing the relationship between Unity Party and MD. I mean, for me, I see it as just formal relationship, casual friendship. You know, that's how they went until they went to the elections. That's the reason why, even when you see
because I'm not a country, because Joe Biden believe in gentleman agreement. You don't believe in documentation.
Yeah. So, but honestly, that's exactly a gentleman agreement, friendship. You know, it's not anything formal. Maybe, and I stand to be correct because it's not there. If it was there, you will see at the National Elections Commission, you will see it to other places, but it's not there. You know, we only saw the vice president surfacing as running mate to Joseph Boakai, which made him automatically a member of the Unity Party, because the Unity Party constitution does not allow somebody who is not a member to contest on their political party ticket. Maybe we stressed that during the elections. The vice president accepting, you know, the vice president now, at the time was senator, you know, a member of the MDR, accepting to contest on the Unity Party ticket automatically, you know, made him a member of the Unity Party. Of course. So, besides that, the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia also say the president and the vice president should contest on the same political party ticket. So that document is not there. So Unity Party owe anything to MDR. Their former friend, my big brother, Sekou said, that gentleman agreement. So it can come in anytime, you can go out anytime, they can support you anytime, they can support you. But for me, for you now to say that they don't see the vice president as somebody that they can carry 2029, actually has been too early. But no matter what, the vice president is now a member of the Unity Party, and MDR got nothing to do with it unless he resigns from the Unity Party and then come back to the MDR. Then we can say, yeah, you can contest on the MDR. But at this time, at this stage, he's not a member of the MDR. He's not a member. And we need to stress this, member, because posts are still confusing. Even the chairman of the MDR, the national chairman of the MDR, Councilor Cooper Crab, I remember during the funeral service of the late Senator Prince Johnson was, misinforming the Liberian people, telling us that the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, who is now a member of the Unity Party, was the political leader of MDR. That's confusing the Liberian people. I just want us to stress that.
Thank you, Stephen. Go to Brother Ali Masale. Quickly, what say you with the information coming from Mr. Connor about all of the happening, especially when it comes to the negotiation between the vice president and the current president. Because mind you, though, the people said that the vice president should go so that at least he will be able, the president they may not be able to do the work. But what we're saying is like even they may even younger than any other thing. So are you also sensing that maybe there will be a serious break or maybe division between them?
Maybe first of all, we know the Unity Party to be useless party. They use you, they dump you. That's who they are. We know where is the Senator Johnson today, and the Unity Party, they use him, and at the end of the day, he died of depression and frustration for the Unity Party. So that's the same thing. No matter what Jeremiah could do, Joseph Baka wanted to be president, and he cares if he win election again or not. This is why you see him misusing the country resources or enriching himself to the best of his ability, building a retirement home, all of these things. So he's not going anywhere. And the same thing, Jeremiah Kun, you of all today helped the late Prince Johnson to go to a early grave because he took you like a son. Everything brought you to the Unity Party. Put your hands up today, you became vice president. At the end of the day, you left a party, you said you no more member of the MDR, and all of these things carry your frustration of depression. Why you sow is why you're going to reap. You will be used and done by the Unity Party. That's all I have to say, nothing else.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, I don't know whether you want to chip in because I'm
yes.
Getting yeah.
So since you say we should take the break, we should go eat and drink something. I was trying to eat something too. So
no, but that's the best thing to do.
So Melbourne, one of the problems that we have, that they have right now, is that when they said Jeremiah can win the presidency, and when the other suggestion came about that Jeremiah Kun should allow Joseph Boakai to run again, remember Jeremiah Kun came there with a belief that Joseph Boakai is going to run for winning one term. Joseph Boakai himself told everybody they're going to run for winning one term. And now that Unity Party people are saying that they will lose the election if they carry Jeremiah Kun, so they want they're praying that Joseph Boakai should, make it all the way to 2029. But now they are saying that if they do that, if Joseph Boakai allow himself to run and deny Jeremiah Kun from running, they said they will not win Nimba. They will lose Nimba because Nimba will feel betrayal because that was the agreement. Prince Johnson told everybody that, the Omer is old. And right after the election, after this election, we're going to run for one term. After that, this is a way of Nimba getting the presidency. But now they are saying that Jeremiah Kun can win the presidency. They can only likely win in Nimba County. That's not even for sure because Prince Johnson is no longer alive. And also another heavyweight, another heavy political party is emerging in Nimba County, originating from the one of the founder in Nimba County having to be the most ability. So that will play a part in 2029. whether it's representative position, whether it's Senate, whether it's in other elective position in Nimba County, CMC will do well. That is for sure. They know that. Given the level of development being carried out, and now all the sons and daughters of Nimba County are ungrateful. Some recognize the work, the hard work. And mind you, 2029 is still far away. A lot could happen between now and then. So they fear now that if Joseph Boakai runs and Jeremiah Kun is denied, they will lose Nimba County. So they say, you know what? In fact, don't put we're not going to put Jeremiah Kun on the ticket. I think that the straw that broke the camel back. They say, you know what? You're not going to allow the man to run, then you're not going to put him on the ticket too. So now that they where now the clash is. They where they are fighting about. Some who are supporting Jeremiah Kun will say, okay, if you say Jeremiah Kun can win, let him go vice president. Joseph Boakai win the election 1 or 2 years, then Jeremiah Kun can become president that way. But you say, Liverpool say, you know, they are betrayal because any first time they told them say, Jeremiah Kun can be vice president after the Belfast remove Jeremiah Kun be president. How can he tell the people again? No, you're way small. The man can be president here. Let the paper go again. The people who Jeremiah Kun believe that by 2023 he's gonna be, you know, his brain gonna be going down. And we all can see it. Jeremiah Kun is active, and Jeremiah Kun brought the whole problem on himself. I understand Cyprian say is too early, but Jeremiah Kun already acting like a presidential candidate. He did. You know how long Jeremiah Kun being consolidated. You know how much money Jeremiah Kun spent to even lift that travel ban on him to get a visa to come to America. You know how much he spent? I know. I don't know the exact amount, but I know, and I said this before. That in fact Jeremiah Kun has some lobbyists here in America here. They were calling some key players in Liberia that they should let go their ambition for 2029 because of Jeremiah Kun. I'm telling you, Jeremiah Kun already working deeply in America here and around the world, and also consolidating his power with around the government and government entities and the finances. So Jeremiah Kun want to get everything, he want to get control of everything too strong. So that way, you know, the people are friend now. The way the guy are consolidating power, taking control of everything, removing that, even as going as far as taking municipality, one of the businesses from him because of politics. So people are scared that guy here, he will get a unity party. That guy here will take control of our party, and he's now an original person from the unity party. So no matter short, maybe not hear from the Liberian people. Jeremiah Kun is in a serious dilemma right now. He doesn't know what to do. And the United Party people, they care less about anybody. Like Ali said, they are usual. They use people. When they finish using you, they dump you. And that's exactly what is going on right now.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kane. After saying maybe in 2 years' time, the president will not be there again, they will bring the man, but anyway, that's the country for us. Let me move straight to the line to either of our people. David King, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor, and let me say good evening to Mr. Kane and Dr. Aliu. Cyprian, not forgetting you too. You see, neighbor, this thing, the political struggle by Jeremiah Kun, you won't be successful. And I love the analysis Mr. Kane made. You know, Prince Joseph said this old man is old. He tell Kun to be vice president. Who is going to do the work? It'll be Jeremiah Kun. Can he go everywhere? Prince Joseph voice is there. Even though he dead, or his voice is still here with us, and we can play at any given time and listen to that revelation you are making. And who also said Joseph Boakai, 2023, no, he can't be. His father born in Pempo, now he might Pempo for his father, he bring is going down. That is nature. And all of what that is happening today in Joseph Boakai government, where you see ministers, directors are turned to torture hosts, interviewing one another. What do you expect? This government have failed the Liberian people miserably, and they got nothing, absolutely nothing to bring to the Liberian people aside from a failure that they continue to exhibit on a daily basis.
All right. Thank you so much, David. Came to this call up. Good evening.
Good evening, Maple.
Yeah, go ahead, my dear.
Good evening to all Austrian guests. Sekou Kana, why you put teaching go post now? Just sometimes you're saying that, and the paper old, the paper sick. When you become president, you'll be your man who run the government. The paper performing that. Then you're going to go way to 2029. God have you. You're not the country. You're not the country. Look at the politics you play. Sekou Kana. Look at that people you play. Now get the Unity Party to say that the Unity Party people they want Jamaica. What happened? Let's talk about 2025 now. 2026. You did 2026.
Are you a member of the United Party?
No.
Oh, okay. I just want to ask a question, but
I'm not a member of United Party, my brother.
Oh,
What I'm saying here, your propaganda, your read before election, that all the women say,
man.
Son Omar become president, and Jamaica will run the country. The owner travel, the owner travel, you're crying.
All right. Thank you so much. Quickly to Pascal Davis. Pascal, good evening. Yeah, go ahead.
So, I don't know who is running campaign for 2029.
That's a question myself I want to ask.
Is it Mayborn, or the government that's supposed to be governing us? Instead, you're running campaign in 2029. I mean, how can you say by the time we bring Yellow Mission, no election in 2029? I mean, who gets in to be making those kinds of reckless and I mean, Liberians themselves. And sometimes they're elderly people who found the way this time. They're the other young man. How is people talking about elections and campaign 2029 when your government is leading the campaign for 2029? Everything they talk is 2029. They left the issues that set up as Liberians. Yesterday, the rate was 180, 190 on a judge where you're complaining. Today, the rate is 200. You still claim that things are better. Mosquito coil is almost $25. You still claim that things are better. The women are complaining every day as they go to the market on a daily basis. You still claim that things are better. So who gets that kind of sense to be here and be thinking that it is people who talking about 2029? We have to put on our senses. I mean, you can't dream and dream your senses. That is unfair.
All right. Thank you so much. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say good evening to your panelists. Somebody came back from Prophet, this is 17. Let me say good evening to your Excellency, Mr. Bakai. So, let me appreciate all of them for that perspective. And I think, however they feel about the country, it is right because we are president.
Are you a member of the United Party?
100% I'm a member of the United Party. So, look, those people who in the United States, they were people who did not say.
Let's go to the issue. Let's go to the United Party issue. No, don't go that way. Forget about where people are, my man. No, don't go. No. No, don't even do that before I cut you off. I don't want you to always to be mentioned people eating food, chicken, they're doing this and that. No. Please. Yeah.
You didn't understand what I said. I said, those who in the United States, they not campaign about Joe Biden or whatsoever, right? But they reckon who they call on a show, deal with people who say Joseph Biden, but they have realized that yeah, he says strong, he do it and he had a chance, to rerun to become president in the country. We therefore to go for that because if people have realized that this president and the government is doing well, they will also speculate that it's about to run 2029. So we don't have to them.
Well, your network is cracking. So 0770, that's the number for you to call. The WhatsApp line to also is blinking. Please call back. Those of you that are also calling on the WhatsApp, let me see quickly and take Abraham Connect. Yes, indeed. AB, good evening.
Good evening, Nimba. Good evening to Cipra.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
I want to address that quick. The issue about the ACO chairman. I know Cipra, I heard Cipra talking about it. It's kind of surprising that the police were kind of relaxed on the protesters. One thing I want you to remember, Cipra, if anytime you see the UPP police, is not brutalizing people against any of their own, meaning to say that they have lost interest in that area. Don't be surprised that they will remove Dolly from that position, and he will lose the chairmanship of that party. That's one. because that's why the police literally encourage the protesters over there. That's one. Two, what Sekou addressed about this United Party situation with Vice President Koon, indeed, it has a lot of legs in it. One, the NDR is not in a formal coalition with United Party. They have a loose coalition, informal coalition they are operating. Now, if it comes to the point where the NDR decide to have a formal coalition with United Party, who is not going to be in the standing? Mind you, the senior elected official at NDR right now is Koga. Koga is the senior elected official at NDR. He's going to be the face of NDR, and if they insist that they should have a representation there, obviously Koga will not be in the picture. People should forget that. That's one major factor. And the ambition of Koga is nothing to be taken lightly. Koga was not even afraid of Mr. Prince Johnson, so obviously he's not going to be afraid of Koga. I just want not to forget that. Let's register this today.
All right. Thank you so much. 0770-203125. Take a few more calls and cross over to our team so that at least they can be able to have little time in responding to some of these. 0770-203125. That's the number for you to call this evening to be part of the SKTV show right here on 2FM and 96.1. So this caller, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, my dear. Good evening. Go ahead.
I'm Alvin Johnson calling from Tugo.
Go ahead, Alvin.
Issue is video there. You see, Jeremiah, so now when we talk about education, it's better people not understand. For me, I'm not debating the vice president. But if you are a letter to that extent, people can overstep you to not do the right thing. Because if you are a letter to that extent, because you went after NDR, you want to make it to the document. If you can't allow us to collaborate with you, then I get down it. Because he shot himself in the leg. He shot himself in the leg. I thought he went behind the horse, they dragged it down, and made it to sign one paper only in the name of because you want to be vice president. That thing doesn't hang in the wilderness. Take that man from up Capitol Hill, throw him down Broad Street. That's in there, issue. So now what happened to him now? So the people that are taking him from up Capitol Hill too, down Sony went Rocky Valley.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you.
Can we hear from our side? Can we take a few calls from this side?
Well, look at the time, but yeah, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Let's even take some calls.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least let me take 2 or 3 calls. Let's hear from the people from our side. 0887-224-214 and 0772-566-515. The SKTV. Let's hear from this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name? Where do you join us from? Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, let me say thank you very much for the show. For the issue on ground, we agree that even though NGR joining the party or not documented, like you said, but the fact remains, if even the brother will contest with we the Nimba will contest because of the movement of the West, the party carry on. But we're not discussing party, we are discussing the goodness of our country. So if to the part of what we provide in life, but to the part of contest with now, we will vote for it pertaining to the West.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from another person. You made a point. 2029, even if Joseph Boga should contest, we'll vote for him. That's good. Hello? Hello, you're live. There's before in Nimba. Go ahead.
The people should do us justice. If you're getting sitting at the say, go and do a clean bill of health. The laboratory live on camera doing inauguration time is shut down. You can't tell what you that president down.
Who told you the man? Don't say the man fell down. He never fell down. It never fell down. He suffered from exhaustion, but he never fell down.
My super stop it, man. The man fell off, man. Everybody saw it. The man fell down. The man's right. Tripping full of it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. The man is sick. Let me hear from this person. This will be the last call for Nimba. Yes? District 3, just be audible.
Yeah, I joined the conversation from District 3. Unity Party government will sustain 2029. It will depend on where that it will do. Then when they not do good, where they will not sustain 2029. So that's my view on the show.
Okay, maybe you can take it from there.
No, you can take a few more from Nimba if you don't mind.
Okay. So let me just squeeze in. Yeah, because the interest is there. Nimba County can speak. Other parts of Liberia listening, you can also speak. This is the Sktv show. It's on Truth FM here in Nimba and also Truth FM in Monserrado County.
Brother Luis, let me say good evening to you and thank you for joining us.
I want to thank you, Mabel, and I want to thank Mr. Sekou and Cyprian and the rest of the team. We have to take a break to reflect. You know, I'm a student of history. And sometimes when I listen to Mr. Kane, he's a big brother. I like your analysis, but sometimes he should know that we have an unpredictable political landscape. And for me, I always believe that the group that is in power, because right now, when you look at the political landscape happening in our country, nobody stands a better chance from enjoying the MDR more than the Unity Party. You might not like it, but that's it. They appoint the official, the secretary general, they got money, they can influence the process. Whether you like it or not, money is it's a formidable factor in our electionary process. You will see the very MPP, all the grouping, you will see who they will eventually pledge support to. The MDRO, they are incorporating their official, they are plucking them into various corners in government, they will bring the money again. Trust me, I'm not saying they can't collaborate, but if you look at what Mose will send to get a better percentage of NDR leaning on their side, trust me, with gospel our life, it has to be the Unity Party. You might not like them, but they are in the driver's seat. They got the cash, they got the influence, they got the power.
All right. Thank you so much, Luis.
Let me take the last one from my end, maybe. Final call from my end. Hello. Yeah, you're live.
Hello.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, speaking.
Zwada, please go ahead.
Yeah, let me say thank you for finally discussing the issue of Nigeria. And we can assure the people of Nigeria that this succeed for the fact the government is, when it comes to infrastructure development and when it comes to resource development, the only government lacking of that, we may say, and I'm sure that government will work in it comes to the civil servant transform that they promised win peace. And we can show the people we hopeful that this government will see into it that civil servant life will be changed.
Okay, Zwana. So this question finally.
Yeah, good evening.
Please be audible. Talk loud, please.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I just want to say thank you for the show this evening. My name is Adolfo Harris. I call from David Akoto.
Yes.
I love this program very, very much. It is good and interesting. But one thing I just want to ask your panelists, that had to do with patriotism. I call it Mr. Sekou. It is true that people in Europe, people love this Liberia.
Okay, good question. The people in Europe and America and in the diaspora, you really like this country? Sekou, that question is directed to you. Maybe I ended up.
Thank you. Wonderful question. And that same question to also come back to our politicians back home. So I think the question, so you gotta go.
Yeah, I know. I will start with the last person. Yes, we do love Liberia. Because we love Liberia, that's why we're taking our time right now and to have this show. We have been contributing to the political discussions and discussing every issues that actually confronting us as people. We have no reason to come spend our time on here if we don't love Liberia. Trust me. I live in a country where I can sleep when I want to sleep. They can tell people, say, you stop eating chicken too much, you stop eating meat too much. It's a fact. It can make you sick. They can tell some people, say, don't eat rice every day. Go on diet, don't eat rice, eat different food.
Mr. Kana? Okay, so when I get him, Mr. Kana, so quickly to that person we'll talk about what
Elona Seku Jack in the spot. What hard?
yeah.
They can get tired with meat. Yeah, what you're looking for, eh?
Yeah, indeed. So just check on the contribution of our people that are out of the country, then you will know exactly what their own contribution when it comes to what happening in Liberia. Yeah. Well, I could my brother Ali Masale.
Yeah, to that caller who asking we that in the diaspora, if we like Liberia more than you people are there. Like we will be to our working places and then we try to discuss what happening in our society, the ills in the society. And you people, some of you people don't like the country. And what I say so is because you will vote for them good for nothing and useless people, and they are there and suffering you and you're praising. Elect, I will say the voters, sometimes we are the cause of the failure of our government. Because when we elect these people, we look at them, we build a confidence and trust in them. When they come and start messing up, instead of telling them messing up, this is not what we voted for, we are there praising them. The more you praising them, that's how they will be misleading you people and suffering you more. Because you can't stand up. So we love the country more than some of you because we sit here and tell you what these people are doing, that bringing peace in our heart, we the Liberians. And you people who are there suffering, we telling you, these people are the cause of your suffering, but instead of you telling them, you're praising them because that's the only source of income, that's the only thing you can do to go to the various offices, they give you $10, $15, and you go eat dry rice. I'm sorry to say that. But we love the country more than some of you people that praising those good for nothing and useless officials you get in our country. Thank you. God bless America. God bless Liberia.
So
thank you, my brother. I think you said it all.
Just 1 minute. Let me just end my statement. Somebody called me, and when I'm working, I can use my phone to go on. So when I got a call like that from a particular then my number, I can lose the lose connection. So what I was trying to say is that person who called and asked whether or not we love Liberia, we do love Liberia. As a matter of fact, we from diaspora, we contribute more to Liberia economy more than even all the companies, useless companies in Liberia there. We spend $800 million yearly, in Liberia from remittances. So to tell you, yeah, we love Liberia, that's why we care about Liberia. If you just will live with us, we're not suffering. But when you suffer, we suffer because we have something they call patriotism in us. No matter where we go, we want to be there for our country, we want to see the best for our country. We want to live the kind of life we are living, the kind of life we are living in the diaspora. We want you to live the same life. That's what we care about. So again, some of you will leave the issue and attack personality, and that's not going to help. But anyway, Mabon, thank you. Cyprian, thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kana. Cyprian, quickly, before we go, what say you want to say to the callers?
Yes, maybe I think time is fast spent. I just want to say thank you to the callers. I see the calls are still coming in. We don't have time to do. I think we should be giving more time to our callers, both here and in the two studios. And maybe our friend Muna will be coming on also maybe next time. But it's been a good time. Thank you so much, Mabon.
Wonderful. Love Liberia, take Liberia and build Liberia and stop corrupting Liberia. Tell all of your politicians, tell all of your government officials to stop, because what they are doing is seriously affecting us as people. That's what we call love. Love is not one person eating 10,000 while somebody eating $75. It's not love, them, my young man. So if you know what they call love, the first thing is that tell that your godfather, quote unquote godfather you have, tell them to do the right thing for our people so that our people can live better life. Thank you so much, and good night to all of you people. We see you again on tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God. Good night from my end, and thanks to all of our team members, Cyprian Colley, and all of the rest of the team. I'm out.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents of them. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Clear Paris, who make you, I can't Sktv menu. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rather lofa and grandbaza.
And I dine ya tumare, and I salia ya tumare, and I quantly ya tumare, and I quadrupla ya tumare, and I dine ya tumare, and I salia ya tumare, and I quantly ya tumare, and I quadrupla ya tumare, and I forget na ya tumare. That's the baby, and I forget na. Cause you walk on my ya tumare. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rather lopa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flashing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nimba to Lusa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia.